I didn't think I would be shit-talking Ubisoft for 2 videos in a row, but yet here we are. In an article published by PC Games about 3 days ago, Ubisoft CEO reveals a new Ghost Recon game is coming, more than 5 years later. It looks like a new Ghost Recon is coming, as Ubisoft CEO just suddenly announced the tactical shooter's return in a shareholders meeting. Not on social media, not on their website, not anywhere that the people would think to see this announcement. No, the CEO, Yves Guillemot, however you say that, announced in a shareholders meeting that Ghost Recon would be getting another installment to the franchise. There are so many things wrong with that statement that I can't even begin to talk about them, okay? So I'm just going to go through the article, and we will stop and pause here and there, and we'll talk about what's good, what's bad, and I'm sorry, but most of it's bad. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot appears to have confirmed that a new Ghost Recon game is on the way more than 5 years since the last entry in the series. Guillemot made the comment during a recent shareholder meeting for the Far Cry and Assassin's Creed maker, indicating the studio could have been working on it for some time. It also sounds like this new Ghost Recon will have both live service and first-person elements, judging by what else was said. Dear God. Do they even know what games they're making? Did they even play the games? You know what I mean? You're the CEO of a gaming company. Why are you not like the one dude who's playing that game every week, making sure that it's what you want your name to be on? You know what I mean? Like, really? Ghost Recon has had first-person elements since, I don't know when, but like the past few games have had first-person elements. The only first-person element in that being aim down sights. That's it. And as soon as they said live service elements, my heart dropped. My heart just it sank to the very bottom of my chest. It's gone. I don't have a heart anymore. I feel like the Grinch, except it's June. Shit, it's July actually. Never mind. Let's move on here. While we don't have a launch date for this new Ghost Recon just yet, Guillemot did let it slip that Ubisoft is indeed still working on one of the best open world game series. Now, I will say, Ghost Recon Wildlands is still one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, and if you have not played it, I highly recommend it. It's really fun. Get you and 3 buddies and, play it together. It's a blast. It really is. I could talk for hours about that game, so I'm going to stop now so I don't bore you to death. Answering a question at the meeting about Ubisoft's live service games, Guillemot first mentioned Rainbow Six Siege X, fuck that game, before talking about where the company wants to go within the market in the future. Quote, in addition to the flagship game that I just mentioned, our objective is to also make strong progress in the growing market, generally speaking, by continuing to enhance our current experiences that we offer and capitalizing on upcoming launches such as The Division and Ghost Recon, end quote. We're cooked. We're cooked again. Ghost Recon is just one of many names that are going to go in the obituary today, okay? It's very sad. That's not all, though. Ubisoft CFO, Frederick Dugist, also called this Ghost Recon one of the many first-person shooter-type games at the company. What? What do you mean by that? Far Cry? Far Cry's been first-person since the 90s? Am I landing on deaf ears here? Ghost Recon has been a third-person game since I can remember. Except for, being first-person when you aim down sights to use the sights on your gun. That's about it. That's all I can think of. This could indicate that the series may soon become an FPS game, but it may just be a reflection of how Dugist sees the series. It can't be a reflection of how he sees it. It's been third person since it's always been third person. Right? Ghost Recon's been third person for a long time. Now, am I opposed to it becoming first person? Not necessarily. I think that could have a lot of cool gameplay elements unlocked and thrown into it. But, when you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, and you are the head and second in command of this company, we got problems. We got a lot of problems here. That's because Okay, they actually do corroborate this. That's because the Ghost Recon games are predominantly played from a third-person perspective, but you can alternate your aiming mode and enter a first-person viewpoint for a clearer shot, which is what I just said. PC Games has reached out to Ubisoft for confirmation about a new entry in the Ghost Recon series and whether or not it will be purely first-person. We will update the story if or when we receive a response. Whatever Ubisoft has planned for the series, it'll be a long time coming. The last entry was Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which came out back in 2019. That was 6 years ago. It was critically maligned at the time, and we gave it a 5 out of 10 score in the Breakpoint review, which is valid. I would have given it a 3 out of 10. I hated that game. Gina called it an underwhelming solo experience despite offering a world loaded with potential, adding that even if co-op play dilutes the boredom that's set in during repetitive missions, the game never quite finds itself. Yeah, that's true. That's not the case for Wildlands. Wildlands can get repetitive, as does every Ubisoft game, but what it does better than others is the common core of doing the same thing differently. There's a lot of different ways you can do the same thing, which adds a little bit of spice. Like I said, play Wildlands. One of my top 5s. While you wait for more on the next Ghost Recon, make sure to check out all the best co-op games and war games you can play. Dude, I don't give a fuck about you shilling your shit, okay? So let's recap. We have no news on the next Far Cry game. Okay. We have no news on the next Assassin's Creed game other than that Netflix is probably going to leave a bad taste in all of our mouths again, as they have with 6 or 7 different video game franchises now, as far as I can remember. I'd have to think about that, but, you know. What else do we have? Oh, Splinter Cell is still in, you know, the nether realm. Splinter Cell probably won't be making a return for a long time, unless somebody buys the IP off of them. 10 cent, please. What else? Is that really all the fucking Ubisoft games we got? Rainbow Six Siege is still going to keep doing shit every other month, and they're going to keep on shilling out their microtransactions and random bullshit they like to shill, so there's nothing new with that. I don't rightfully know. I don't know where Ubisoft goes from here. I don't know if I want to know where Ubisoft goes from here, because it could be bad. Could be real bad. That is so stupid how you see the franchise. How you see the franchise as a first-person shooter when it's never been first-person. It's always been a third-person game where you can ADS, which is not new, by the way. There's been plenty of games to do that before, so that's not necessarily a revolutionary idea. And I do like the going back and forth, you know. In a multiplayer game, competitive multiplayer game, that's of course idiotic to have that kind of system. But, you know, in a solo co-op game like that, where you can really make your own way through the world, it makes sense, and I do enjoy it. It's just, oh man. The Ubisoft we once knew and loved is gone. Killed it. We took it out back and shot it with a 12 gauge, and we're going to bury it next week. If any of you would like to buy ad space on my forehead, please let me know, and I will catch you in the next one.
Like the video. Like. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Ring the bell.